Hey everybody, welcome to the TNA NXT After Show, also known as Mike. Go ahead.
Thursday Night War.
That. That voice you heard was Mad Mike.
Hi, Riz.
Hi, Mad Mike. And like he said, I am Riz. Um, if you don't know what we do here, we just, talk about the wrestling that appeared and finished up a few minutes ago. Uh, starting with, do we want to go into the Legends House
Well, yeah. Let's say one thing from Legends House that we both learned.
from the whole series?
No, from the reunion special. From the
Oh,
reunion special.
I learned that there should be an APB out for a blonde last seen with an old drinking with a very old man.
With muscular arms.
Yes, who may or may not have roofied her drink.
She kind of sounds like this. Hi, boys. Kinda,
Yeah, and likes it when people say hi back in a very creepy manner.
Mhm.
We miss you, Ashley.
We're worried. We're worried. I don't necessarily even miss you. I just want to make sure you're not
Dead.
chained up in Mean Gene's sex dungeon.
And what's your one thing, or what's your thing you learned?
I learned anyone who thinks Tony Atlas is annoying really isn't paying much attention to Jimmy Hart.
No. Like everybody in that house had one annoying quality.
Hmm. And maybe it's just me. It kind of seems a little weird that a bunch of elderly white men find the one black guy the most annoying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
We're not racist.
not racist.
Not racist.
Racial. I'll say racial, but it's suspicious.
It is. It is. It
It's
is a reality show.
racially suspicious.
It is
Which,
a reality show though, and they do like to do that.
yes, it's still a little.
So before we go on that rant, let's talk about
Yes.
the one thing, the one word for NXT.
Oh man. I feel bad because I think I'm going to take your word. Vaudevillain.
Tag.
Okay.
No, but serious. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm just watching just the weird MMA fight right now. But there are tag teams in NXT.
There are tag teams and there are a lot of them and they're good.
They are good. Even the one they threw together for one night, even though that
Well,
match kind of wasn't, you know, good.
it wasn't a real match.
No, it was. We'll get into that later.
Yes.
Um, the first match was the first match.
Sasha
Divas. Yeah,
against Alexa Bliss.
I'm still not sold on Alexa Bliss.
And I am still way oversold on Alexa Bliss. I like her a lot.
Is she a wizard or is she like?
She is Tinkerbell.
But she's blue.
Well, she's sad Tinkerbell. And plus, there are Tinkerbell fairy videos where there are blue fairies. You
Oh
clearly
yeah.
are not up on your Disney.
I mean, I do play Legends of Zelda, and I've noticed blue fairies are
Hmm.
like sometimes there.
Blue
But
fairies are a thing.
again, it was a pretty good match. The Divas division is pretty good. They are setting up Charlotte and Summer Rae though,
Which is
which is
nice. It's a
which is
really it's a slow burn and it's fun.
hmm like you can see the little ditties going on. Them pulling the weaves out of each other's hair. Pretty good.
Summer Rae doesn't get enough credit for how many feuds she's able to have at once.
hmm And they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah, they're all Summer being very summery, and people taking offense to that.
Yeah. I mean, well, first she has that WWE feud with Fandango and Layla.
Yes.
She didn't start that.
Nope.
And then we had the this one,
Uh-huh.
which she is starting.
Yes.
So we'll see where that goes. Then we had was it the
It was the guy you love. It was the guy you love. Yep.
no. There was something else that was there.
I thought it just
Was it the promo for the Vaudvillains?
No, the promo I thought came out. Oh no, wait, there was the promo, and then we were very disappointed when Mojo Rawley came out.
Yeah, because I remember being so happy seeing the Vaudvillains promo, and then being so angry that Mojo Rawley had to spoil everything. And then we saw his opponent, which I like to say is just Mojo Rawley with less talent, if that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think we compared him to Trevor Murdoch.
Yep.
And Curtis Axel, and
all not favorable comparisons.
And that one guy in the pool that doesn't take off his shirt.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. They both are. Let's point that out there. So that was a Mojo Rawley match.
Uh-huh. It sure was. And if you've seen one Mojo Rawley match that wasn't against Rusev, sadly, you've seen them all.
Yeah. And then we had the debut... Wait, did we have the... Yeah. Then we had the debut of the Vaudvillains.
Yes. Yes, we did.
JJ and TT. Or
JJ Dillon.
Yeah, JJ Dillon and TT. I'm amazed. I don't know where to begin with this one.
Well, first of all, their entrance is entirely in black and white.
Entirely.
Yes. I believe Aiden English spoke into a megaphone that had a microphone in front of it.
Yes.
And that alone is just fantastic.
And in their promo, the one thing I did catch, and it shows the attention to detail. When they were talking and you heard their voices, they were being dubbed over.
Mm-hmm.
And the mouth was moving faster than the words were coming out.
It's the old kind
Yes. And it works brilliantly on that old-timey style.
Now, what I want to see them do, and I don't think they will do because it's a visual medium and people under the age of, 25 won't get the joke. I want them to, start off a promo, and Aiden English talks in his regular voice. But every time Simon Gotch talks, you see his mouse moving, and then you get a black screen with what he said.
I can see that.
And
we also threw around,
actually make him a silent movie star.
And also during the hangout we threw around the idea of having the entire match in black and white, but we then realized that wouldn't work because of the live crowd, and it wouldn't really work as much as it would when we were watching this.
As much fun as it would be to watch.
Yes. And then, Tyler Breeze entered the building.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, as he does.
That was before I believe the Simon Gotch match, Simon Gotch and the Vaudevillain match.
It's nice to know that he lets us know when he shows up.
Yeah, And then he fought Callisto,
Yep.
which, by the way, Callisto is going to be in WWE soon.
It was a really good match.
It was a really good match.
It was really fun.
And we had this discussion, another discussion off air about who besides, the guys who usually do all those flippy stuff would have a Callisto type match like that with Callisto.
Hmm.
And then we decided, oh,
There's a lot
most
of
of the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for if he's going to debut soon, or hopefully it's soon, because I don't want to be an indie guy here, but he was good in the indies. He was amazing. But again, it was Tyler Breeze with the victory, with an amazing counter to the springboard. I don't even know what he was going for, but it was awesome. And then also he left the arena, left the building,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and it was announced that he left the building. And then we had the Ascension match. Oh no! Before we get there, we have to. Oh no! TNA or NXT. No.
Wait, what part was this? I forget.
Oh, once I say it, you'll know.
Okay.
It's what's happening next week.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm getting hives.
Yeah.
So
Next week.
you know that thing that NXT does sometimes, where they bring in a main roster person, and generally those matches are fantastic. They're not doing that this time because they're bringing in
Rob Van Dam.
Van Fuck.
The only bright side I have to this, and it is very slim, is that this is taped. So they can make this look good in post.
I guess.
Just like they did in TNA.
Oh, wait till you see how that turns out.
I can't make the straight face on that one. But yeah, we have that match happening for some reason. And
well, we didn't even say who's doing. He's going against Adrian Neville.
Adrian Neville has to carry this match. This is the taste. This is the test for Adrian Neville.
And that's a bad test.
If he can make RVD look good, he's going to be up on the X and on WWE ring soon. If he can make RVD look good.
Mm-hmm.
But it was meh. I wasn't really too thrilled on the only good thing about the TNA or shit
NXT
was the Vaudvillains.
Yep.
And we're not the only ones because the crowd ate it up.
Mm-hmm. I also like what they're doing with Nattie.
Making her the one with the pants.
Oh, yeah, but the one with the pants that makes horrible fucking decisions.
Yeah.
Alright, and someone, I don't know who, but someone needs to tell Nattie two things. Just two things. One, your last name is not Hart.
Nope.
It's not. Neither is Tyson's. You are a Neighdhart, and technically, if you took his last name, you're like a Dux, or whatever Tyson Kidd's last name really is. Secondly, even if you want to claim to be a Hart, and claim that Harts don't win championships unfairly, I'd like to send you a tape of your Uncle Owen. Because that's almost all he did.
Yeah.
In fact, he once proclaimed himself to be a 2-time Slammy Award winner by literally just stealing the Slammies.
It was for best tie, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, wait. Was it best tie or best hair?
I think it might have been both. Because he had 2.
Yeah. I think he actually won one and stole
He
the
might
other.
he might have won one and stole the
think
other.
he's-
Still. But
St-
just
still,
watch the tape. Just watch the
he's
tape. And hell, even watch Bret Hart in WCW. You have the network, I assume. It's happened a lot.
If you don't, I know somebody who does, and if you want to hook me up, or you want to, hook me up with that $5 gift certificate to the
$25 gift
WWE
card?
shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or-
call me up, Nattie.
Or you know what? You don't even need to look to WCW because God knows I understand WCW is tough to watch sometimes. You can watch SummerSlam 1997 because your beloved Uncle Bret won a championship based on a referee super kicking The Undertaker in the face.
Yep. All right, enough
Hearts
about.
win championships by nefarious means all the fucking time. Anyway,
all the wrestlers cheat. Just put it out there. This is illegal, and they still do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is legal, and nobody does it ever. So, one word to describe TNA.
Oh. One word to describe TNA.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Acceptable.
I'm going to say Dreamer.
Okay, so let's do what we did last week. Because it was a 2-hour show.
Uh-huh.
And if we went through everything in the 2-hour show, I would probably jump off a bridge.
Considering you only watched 1 hour of it, too.
Yes. So, one thing that's good about TNA, honestly, the matches were pretty good this week.
Yes, I will go with you on that. The wrestling was very good this week.
Even the main event.
Oh, no, the main event was fine. I'm not too crazy about the result, but the main event was fine.
Yeah. I can't say enough about like I'm gonna be people online are gonna hate me for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
I did not watch Slammiversary.
Riz!
I am
How
not going to watch.
Dare you?
I am not going to watch the Slammiversary because they did not provoke me in watching Slammiversary. Mm-hmm. This week, they made up for it with their wrestling. The main event with Bobby Lashley and Eric Young, even though the finish was kind of stupid.
Well,
it
was.
And I'm sorry, I'm cutting in your time. So what is your one word? What is your good in TNA?
The good, and it's a surprising good because I thought it was going to be fucking horrible. But the Tommy Dreamer Dixie Carter segment. Oh my God, that was really good. It makes no sense, continuity-wise, with the rest of the show. But it's like a nice little nugget in the middle of the show that was tremendous. And I made this observation like as I was watching Tommy Dreamer's promo, like he gave a very impassioned promo about when he first met Dixie Carter and how big of a wrestling fan she was and how she should be doing this for the fans and everything like that. Like Tommy Dreamer is wrestling's version of the director Kevin Smith. And what I mean by that is Dreamer's never going to main event WrestleMania. Kevin Smith is never going to win an Oscar. But they both work for very specific crowds. And for those crowds, they work extremely fucking well.
That's all you did there.
Yes.
But I do agree with you on that one.
And then, after Dreamer gave his big impassioned speech, he embraced Dixie Carter in a hug, and then Dixie kneed him in the dick. And it was fantastic. Because I honestly didn't necessarily see it coming, because I thought they might use Tommy Dreamer to turn Dixie Carter face. Because
no.
No. This is me again being a logical booker. You're going to need someone eventually to go after MVP and Bobby Roode and all that stuff. And I think Tommy Dreamer turning Dixie Carter face might be an interesting turn for it to take it, because then you can also turn Spud, who the crowd loves, and you can turn EC3, and you can have EC3 win the world title, and to be honest, that's where we all want this to go.
That's where I wanted to go.
Yes.
It's not going to happen for a while.
I know.
But we can also believe.
We can believe, too.
So, since I went first, Matt and Mike, what is your bad in TNA?
Oh, the bad in TNA. MVP. There was way too fucking much MVP this week.
Mm-hmm.
There was way too much. He was in at least 10 segments.
Mm-hmm.
That is not... I don't care who the fuck you are. You can be Hulk Hogan in the 80s. You can be Steve Austin in the late 90s. You can be The Rock in 2001. You can be Daniel Bryan in January. One person in that many segments does not a good wrestling program make. Like that. He made the world champion wrestle twice. He made the tag team champions wrestle twice. He basically wasted 4 title matches on a free show after your pay-per-view where, oh, by the way, for some reason they have 4 tag teams that are worthy of a tag title match, the tag team champions at the pay-per-view. Riz, ask me what they were doing at the pay-per-view.
We know what they were doing, but what were they
They were
doing?
in a ladder match, fighting each other for a singles championship. I mean, I understand the story is MVP wants to get the belts off of Eric Young, and he wants to get the belts off the Wolves. I just think there are more effective ways of doing that than having your very, very, very limited roster compete twice. Like, you cannot have a TV show, a free TV show, and have 4 title matches on it. You can't. Like, that's not a good... I don't care if it's live. That's not a good program.
And not even that. It's you have 4 title matches and for 2 titles.
Yep. Yeah, if it was like they had a knockouts match and they brought back the TV title, okay, that's fine. That's something. It's not the best, but you're defending your world title, which is supposed to be your main draw to the company, twice unadvertised on a free show.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all these hashtags, like hashtag EY's opponent. They didn't mention that fucking thing once on the show. They have hashtag 4 sides or 6 sides, which you think would be something that they'd want to talk about on the program besides the announcers bringing it up. Like maybe, I don't know, the owner of the company would like to talk about it, or the runner of wrestling operations, whatever MVP's fucking title is. You might want to have either of them talk about it. But no, you know why? Because even though voting ended tonight, they're doing that when TNA comes to New York. Which, let's say they filmed 2 Impacts tonight. Oh, let's say they filmed 3. Next week is when they're going to New York. You're not going to see the new ring for like 4 to 5 weeks. So I don't see the point of advertising it one week if you're not going to immediately have it for next week.
Oh, we have an update.
Uh-oh.
Davey Richards tweeted, "For those asking the name of my power bomb / lung blower, it's called the Force of Nature."
Thanks.
Spoiler alert,
Wait.
nobody cares.
Hold on, that was Davey? Davey
That was
is...
Kiki.
I was going to say, that one's Kiki. Alright, okay.
That was Kiki.
Okay.
But my...
Okay, we have a better update. We have a better Twitter update from Ethan Carter. Strong words from Tommy Dreamer tonight. Not as strong as my fist or Dixie's knee of doom, but strong nonetheless. That's a much better update.
Yeah, that is a much better update. But my bad is Kurt Angle.
Oh.
What was
that's pretty bad.
Point? No. What was the point of bringing him out? Bringing him here? Doing things
Because they're in Pennsylvania. They're in Pennsylvania.
But this is all he did. This is all he did. EY makes a phone call to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle comes in. Is met with the whatever, Kenny King and Bobby Lashley, new world champion, by the way.
Oh, you spoiled it.
I don't care. Bobby Lashley tells Kenny King to go get what's his face. Kurt Angle makes a pipe choke. Kenny King comes back with what's his face, makes another pipe choke.
Yep.
Punches.
Your pipe is bigger than his.
Yes.
That's where we're at, folks. Dick jokes.
Punches Kenny King. Nothing has happened with the pipes, and is escorted out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
Yep.
None. Absolutely none.
Not a bit. Like, I understand you want people to remember Kurt Angle as a presence on your show. I understand that, but at the same time, the dude cannot wrestle. He can't even run to the ring.
Nope.
Stop putting him on your show.
Yep.
At least for now. Because the more you keep him around when he's injured and can't do things, the less of a big pop you're going to get when he makes his return. Do you want to know the reason returns are really good? It's because we haven't seen the person in a while.
We do have a question from the... Oh, wait, not really a question. We have a comment from Mr. Sorg.
Oh, okay.
He is saying that this title situation feels very late WCW.
Well, most of TNA feels very late WCW.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You might as well call MVP the Millionaires Club, and you might as well call someone the New Blood? I don't know. But it's weird because the Millionaires Club would be the heels in this circumstance.
Alright, so we did something good. We did something bad.
Yep.
The one thing... So, wait, it was me, you, me, right? Or is it
yes.
you, me, you? Okay, so it's my turn now.
Yes. The one thing you would change.
One thing I would change, and I know you just brought this up, being part of the Twitter or Twitter group that Tommy Dreamer was talking about, I don't want Tommy Dreamer talking about this for me. I don't want his voice being the voice of Twitter. He is a grown-ass man.
Yep.
Couldn't somebody younger, somebody with more power, somebody with more oomph, go out there and say, hey, these guys, if you look online, we are a laughing stock. Why not have somebody with, I don't want to say Tommy Dreamer doesn't have talent, but he doesn't really have that much talent left. If he
Well,
does,
you're looking for more internet credibility.
yeah.
And
Is
I'll tell
Tommy
you,
Dreamer that way?
you know who the perfect person is for that, but they can't do that?
EC3.
EC3. EC3 is the perfect guy.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought that maybe they might be turning Dixie and that EC3 can become like the voice of the internet or something like that, and he would be.
And there's another thing I don't get is all he's doing, and he even said this. He even said it twice, I believe. He is doing this to get people to notice House of Hardcore.
Yep.
That's the only reason why he's here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that.
He doesn't care that he got kicked in the balls. It's all that's rage. He just has to get his House of Hardcore to be up, and it's just like a guest host on Raw. There's on for one spot, and that's it.
I feel like it's because Dixie actually did kind of screw him over.
Then say that in the promo.
No, but you can't go into specifics because you can't say that. See, this is again a problem because Dixie pulled Bully Ray from Tommy Dreamer's show. Who why is he wrestling an indie show if he's a TNA wrestler? And then why does Dixie have control of Bully Ray when she hates Bully Ray? See, that's why you can't go into the specifics of it. Like, it's broken since Jump Street. And that's why I thought I was going to hate the segment. But because Dreamer was so good, and then Dixie was even better, that's the only reason it worked for me. But, alright, so one thing I would change.
I still like an older person talking about that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, I mean... But Tommy Dreamer does have a strong connection with the fans.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. Because, I mean, it's not going to be a full-time gig. Tommy Dreamer is not coming back to TNA full-time. That's just not happening. But if this is like a little thing, just as Dixie kind of apologizing for pulling Bully from her show, I'm okay with that. It's going to be interesting for the next couple weeks. Because my bet is you bring Tommy Dreamer in on Impact, sales for the New York City shows will go up.
And I believe we did have, and Sword can help me recollect my memory on this one. But Dustin, our favorite guy that actually watches this show, the Mayhem show.
In other words, the only one that watches the show.
Yeah, the one that watches the Wrestling Mayhem show proper. I believe he did predict that it was going to be Tommy Dreamer for EC3.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he said EC3 versus Dreamer.
I believe he did, yeah, because then he can be the original hardcore American icon.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, they keep on cutting you off.
It's okay.
What is your one thing to change about TNA?
My one thing to change about TNA this week, I wouldn't have done the title switch. I understand why they did the title switch because I mean, Bobby Lashley, like MVP was setting up. He told the ref to count EY's shoulders down. He had everyone barred from the back. But here's my problem with it. If you're going to do the title switch, then do the title switch and just make it like Lashley, MVP, and Kenny King celebrating. But they didn't do that.
Nope.
Bobby Roode ran in after the match was over to assault Kenny King and Bobby Lashley. Which, again, that's okay. But Bobby Roode is supposedly friends with Eric Young. He watched the match. Why wouldn't you have Bobby Roode try and help his friend as opposed to waiting till he got screwed over and then trying to take the glory for yourself? Like, if anything, you have
like I said before.
You have Bobby Roode interrupt that match because he's suspended, so he's not a contracted wrestler, so it doesn't violate the rules MVP set out. And then you could potentially have a reunited Team Canada against Kenny King and Bobby Lashley. Now, Riz, tell me that's something you wouldn't be interested in.
Yeah, that'd be good. And the only thing I'd say about this is... The only thing I say about this is I agree with you that this shouldn't have happened today, this week. I believe it should have happened at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
At the pay-per-view, they had the chance to write Bobby Lashley as a champion. And I'd be fine with that at the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't happen. And it's stupid.
I mean, I guess the reason that they didn't do it at the pay-per-view is because if you do it at the pay-per-view...
because it was sudden.
Well, because it was sudden, because it was a three-way, and because Bobby Lashley also had to wrestle earlier that evening, and Eric Young didn't, it almost looked like Bobby Lashley is the one overcoming the odds as opposed to EY. You know what I mean?
But also, if you had Kenny King and Bobby Lashley in that ring, in that cage, with Eric Young,
okay,
you had the chance of weakening him even more. But that was last week. We're talking about this week. Like you said, Bobby Lashley did win the title, but honestly, out of the three guys in that little organization group, they don't even really have a name yet, do they?
Affirmative Evolution.
So
they don't have.
We're gonna get so much hate for that one.
They don't.
No, they don't have an official name.
Wheels told me it was okay to use that. He said it was very clever. But
Okay.
But the only thing that we have to look forward to now is, and let's not forget they injured Eric Young, so he may be gone
for an extended period of time.
Yep.
We're not drawing conclusions here. Just pointing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're not drawing comparisons at all. Just very weird that's happening right now.
You know what? If ODB quits or gets fired, I'm calling bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. If ODB ends up losing her job next week on Impact, I'm calling bullshit. I really am going to.
Now,
like, if she comes out and challenges Lashley, that would be amazing. But
it's not going to happen. But
and let's not forget.
Here's my question for you.
Well, I have one more question for you before. Remember, Destination X is next week. And our exhibition champion is Sonata.
Week?
That's when they're filming it. So, how excited are you Christopher, for a potential Sonata versus Lashley match. How does that strike you?
No. 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 No.
Oh, I know. I know.
But here's my retort. Out of the 3 members of whatever MVP's club is, out of Bobby Lashley, Kenny King, MVP,
Mhm.
who out of those 3 men, and if you guys want to leave in the comments who you think would be better off like this, who out of those 3 men should be champion?
Oh, out of those 3 guys, I would say Bobby Lashley.
Exactly.
I would say Bobby Lashley simply for the fact that Eric Young has defeated Kenny King on multiple occasions. Eric Young has defeated.
He beat him cleanly with ease.
Bobby Lashley as a heel is a very good concept, and I approve of it. The way they did the title change tonight, it bothers me.
Unless they freebird it.
Oh no, they're not going to freebird it.
Well, once MVP comes back.
No, they're not going to. And no, here, I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. You ready?
Right.
You ready for this?
If you say finger poke of doom, we're ending the show.
No. I'm saying much worse. Much worse.
Oh, God.
When MVP comes back, he's going to ask Lashley to do a finger poke of doom, and we're going to get the Batista thumbs up, thumbs down moment.
And again, we're not saying that Bobby Lashley is the Black Batista.
Aren't we though? Aren't we? Their evolution. Their evolution. MVP even injured a quad, for fuck's sake.
It's
not a gimmick. But
this is not a gimmick.
Injured a quad, for the love of Christ. Their evolution. Their evolution.
We're trying
if
to
Hulk
be
Hogan
so.
was still around, Kenny King would try and bang his daughter.
We're so trying not to be justified with this, but come on.
It's so goddamn easy. TNA, do not make the comparisons this easy between Evolution and whatever MVP's faction is called. Do not make these comparisons that easy. Because right now, it's really fucking easy.
If you'd like to hear us banter and complain and whatever, please join us for the Wrestling Mayhem Show proper every Tuesday around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We talk about stuff.
We generally talk about wrestling.
Generally, sometimes. Maybe.
And if you don't want to hear us talk about wrestling anymore, and let's say you like movies, at 5:30 on SorgatronMedia.com, you can listen to me talk about movies with Sorg and Malengo on the Rambling Movie Minute.
And if you like tech, you can actually check out Sorg and a whole bunch of other cast members on there for the awesome cast.
He has ladies on there sometimes.
He has a lady on there sometimes. Also, if there's a nice little linear moment where video games and wrestling collide. But if you like video games, Boss Battle's a thing. That's where I am. And then at the Indie Mayhem Show with our good dear friend Eamon, who again, for some reason, is not here.
We should just start calling him the Rat King, I think.
Oh, it's not.
No, I'm kidding. That's a joke.
He's actually Dog the Bounty hunting the disappearance of Ashley.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Someone needs to find
he's
that poor
doing
girl.
he's doing God's work. Um, Also, every Monday night we do the Monday night wrap up with a whole bunch of people,
Mhm.
and for the Thursday night war after show, I am the Riz. That's Mad Mike. We'll see you guys next week.